So here are the shoes that I am doing the review on. See, they've got that little shiny, looks like it's just glue or something, detail. This pleather strap, the shoelace, which I think is not the best look for this style, but you can see they look very similar to these shoes. And these shoes also have the similar pattern, but because it's not a wide mesh like these shoes are, it just looks a lot cleaner. This is a tighter knit, so I think my feet do get warmer in these shoes than these shoes, but overall these shoes are the best ones. So these are the trail runners from Witten, so they have a wide toe box specifically. These are the Jumra pair of trail running shoes. As you can see, they are slightly different. If I were to set them side by side, there you go. You can see that this one has a much more like gradual wide slope, and this one is just kind of like even and straight. And then there are these, and if I set these here, you can see that these are wider than these, which is awesome because these are the Jumras that I don't like. They're not too tight on my toes. And these are pretty similar. Still a little bit tighter, but not as bad as the Jumras. And the funny thing about the Jumras is that they are the exact same as the Wittens in terms of everything else, except for these are an actual wide toe box, and this just is slightly not as wide. And I don't know if that was just like a manufacturer defect, or if they're just a narrow toe box and a wide toe box. But I would say if you love your back and your feet and your toes and comfort, go with the Wittens over the Jumras or the, I don't remember what these ones are called.
Picked up these MIFAWA Barefoot Zero Drop trail shoes. These are awesome. This is how they come packaged. They've got these amazing grips, super grippy through the whole shoe, protective at the toes. It's got the mesh lining, so it's nice and breathable. You've got this rubberized sole insert that you can pull out if you want. Little Velcro strap to keep your laces tied. I took these things for a walk, guys. I went in malls, outdoors, gravel, sand, ponds, through water. These things are water resistant, not waterproof, because the mesh, you will get wet. Your feet will get wet and soaked sloshing around, but you know what? Doesn't matter. They're so comfortable. I wore them all day long, had zero issues. Feet felt amazing. Adventures were off the charts. I'm hiking over mountains and rocks and sand and water and ponds. It was great. When they are wet, you can just leave them out to dry outside in the sun and prep them for your next adventure. Highly recommend these shoes. Get them today. They're awesome.
Okay, so I've been running a lot lately, right? Trying to figure out different running shoes. Had issues with my shins hurting, feet hurting. Decided to go get me this little, some of those barefoot shoes. But I got these little barefoot shoes off Amazon. And we're gonna go running. We're gonna keep you updated. We're probably gonna go for like 2 miles. Maybe 2.5. I don't know, depends on what we feel like once we get to the 2 mile mark. Keep you guys updated on what's going on with them. Okay, so run has been completed. No major issues, obviously, other than like the fact that my tibbies aren't strong enough. So we got to work on those a little bit more at the gym. But other than that, the barefoot shoes work great. Didn't have any issues with it. I ran like 2.5 miles. Yeah, it was solid. Well worth it. They're like $23. So.
All right, I hope this to be a useful review for somebody. Have had these shoes since August. This is November, so August, September, October, November. Love these. I run with them in the factory floor, I run with them on the pavement, pretty much wearing them every single day. They're holding up really well, and really enjoy the quality. Been able to figure out how to get them on and off quickly just by using this. Now the only thing would be that they're not waterproof, so if it's raining you will feel a little damp, but my feet have recovered greatly. I had surgery a couple years ago. Nothing was helping my feet recover. With these, I've been really getting into a place where I'm running, so definitely highly recommend them. All right, so check them out. I don't think you'll regret it. All right.
These are fairly comfortable, and as you can see, the my toes stick are a little bit further back, and this is because my large toe is actually smaller than my second toe. But they are larger than they need to be, or should be, but not to the point where they're actually uncomfortable. They're actually still very comfortable even with that added size. So I would say buy close to what you would normally buy. Maybe at most go a half a size bigger.
Alright, this is my review for the Barefoot shoes. I've had these for a couple weeks now. I really enjoy them. My biggest problem is this right here is not high enough, and then you got this, which sometimes slides. But overall, I would say it's worth the investment. They're not that expensive, and they've worked better than some $100 shoes that I've bought.